you see the bars jumping. So that's turned on. We can get everybody talking.
Look so hard for something that brings us happiness. We tend to look outside ourselves and forget what we have within. We put our hands together to find peace in our days. The present moment is all we have. Don't let it slip away. If we close our eyes, remember all that we have. Our hearts will feel a brighter day. We'll sing Namo Amida, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida, Namo Amida Butsu. Sometimes we get overwhelmed by all the hatred and pain. If we can look past our differences, there's so much we can gain. If we open our eyes to see the beauty inside, our hearts will feel a brighter day. We'll sing Namo Amida, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida, Namo Amida Butsu. Let's join our hands together in gratitude we treasure the golden chain of love. Our hearts gathered in one place, our differences will erase. We will be as one. Namo Amida, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida, Namo Amida Butsu.
Good morning
Good morning.
and Happy New Year.
I'm Sharon, and I'll be your MC this morning. Okay, Reverend Carey will begin the service with the formal invocation, Sambujo, the three respectful callings, which ask Amida, Shakyamuni, and all the Buddhas of the 10 quarters to join us in this place of practice.
We respectfully call upon the Tathagata Amida, the Tathagata Shakyamuni, and the Tathagatas of the 10 directions to enter this place of practice, joyfully scattering flowers of welcome. Naman Navats, Naman Navats.
This morning, we will chant the Shoshinge, the hymn of the True Shinjin and Nembutsu. Shoshinge is the most important scripture written by Shinran Shonin, the founder of the Jodo Shinshu Honganji tradition. The words will be shown on the monitors.
逆所人説一切願上無故所本願女語所上語死心心行願人浄土学所大涅槃一死滅度願成就如来所以後出世唯説弥陀本願会五辱悪自願上会法身如来如実言納発一年期愛心不難問の徳涅槃本上逆法されぬ如主死ぬ海一味摂取信仰上昇後意の水波無明暗本来心臓死運無上不真実真人天非如理故不運無しげ妙無暗逆心見行大病気即応超絶合悪種一切善悪本無人門心如来無税願仏言古代小下者善に妙門来義具異他仏本願念仏邪見行満悪衆生信行十字人に難中死な昔インド最天使論へ中華自治生きしこそ現代諸国聖書非如如来法税法規釈迦如来両合戦一種五妙難天竺両中大事諸等世質の財波不無限先絶大乗情報諸科技事小安楽天智難行六六信行異行四道楽億年弥陀仏本願知念即知有必上唯の上昇如来を大有税本天神菩薩五論説奇妙無下五如来永寿大現真実高世の頂戴世願高有本願力栄光異道群上昇一心気入六大王界必要学無収集特使連営造世界即昇信如法所人有本の人間人図入所自 業自由業本師論難量天使上古乱消防殺害三蔵ルシ十条業本上専業気楽法天神も殺論中下報道因果現世が方言猫よかり少女死因有心人惑前文部新人物生じ即年半必死無量公明の小主張会受けとしゃけ衝動な書有用上部道活入万全自力変能中円満独語三不三神経音の粗末放滅道品一生増悪自無税死安外消滅化先導独名部所意公愛上三両略は公明名語権威年海日本がない近い幼女少女本語心表記知念相互用意大と逆三人即所保障市場楽原神公開一大教返帰万葉神祭先祖出身反戦人法家御道正面流極重悪人有所物火薬剤非摂取中煩悩証言水分権大義無権上昇が本資源不明仏教年民税幕文部に新宗教書公編集戦弱音楽学生県内生じ人年へ決死上理少子即入弱上無気楽一心人の流空教大自主死と上祭無変国上は道 Namana, Vitsanamana, 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 Namo. Let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you are able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight and align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes and just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, you feel energy filling your body. And as you breathe out, any stress or worries in your mind just fade away. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation.
We encourage everyone to offer incense for the first time in 2023 and reflect upon the continued influence of our departed loved ones and honored ancestors in this unrepeatable life. Mahalo. Thank you very much. Let us all recite the golden chain of love together. Let us begin. I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that what I do now depends not only on my happiness, but also that of others. May every link in Anita's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo. Okay, and now is children's story time. Yay.
Assuming Sensei can stand up. I forgot how long the Shoshinge was.
Live from Makawao, it's Children's Dharma Story Time, starring Barkley the dog and Lucy the ladybug. Bee-ha! Good morning, aloha kakahiaka, ohio gozaimasu. It's me, Barkley the dog, the rascal dog, the star of the Children's Dharma Story Time. Happy New Year to all the y'all, as we say in Japanese. Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu. Honnen mo yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. And this here is the love of my life, Lucy the ladybug. Good morning, aloha kako. Aloha for everyone. I'm so happy to see all of you here this morning. Barkley, let's put on our magic glasses from Maui Optics and see who's here with us this morning. Well, that's a great idea, Lucy. Hi, let's see. Oh, I can see. Hey, there's Florence. Hey, Florence, how you doing? Haven't been a while. Good to see you. Now we see. Now we can see Elias and Emily, and Kalena and Tyrus and Tori and Benji, and Lena and Kaba and Kai and Emmy and Micah, Nolan and Cora, Linda, Noah, Melly, Anna, Leslie, Sierra, Lindsay and Kenneth, and there's Melody and Cadence in Honolulu, and Madison in Colorado, and Sensei buddies around the world. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Oh, thank you so much for joining the fun today. We have a great story for you. Yes, that's right, Lucy. It's one of Sensei's favorite stories. Today's story is We All Celebrate the New Year by Hannah Swift and Min Nguyen. Oops, sorry, I forgot I need to control the slides. It's in there somewhere. We All Celebrate the New Year by Hannah Swift and illustrated by Min Nguyen. Hi everyone, I'm Lindy the cat. Welcome to our show. Today, let's show our friends around the world. Let's visit our friends around the world and see how they celebrate the new year. Hi, I'm in the US. I go out with my mom to Times Square, join the crowds for the midnight countdown, see the crystal ball drop, and see others sharing their kisses to welcome the new year. I'm in Costa Rica. The funniest part of the new year is chasing my owner, who grabs a suitcase and runs around the block in hope of traveling in the new year. Do you think he will bring me along when he travels? Hello, I'm in Ecuador. Oh no, why do you burn my favorite effigy? Oh honey, this effigy symbolizes the old year. We are just letting the bad of the year go. I'm in Brazil now. While my owners are jumping over 7 waves for good lucks and wishes, and when the clock strikes midnight, I only lay off on the beach and enjoy the fireworks. You know, I hate water and I cannot swim. I'm in Germany now. Come on, let me tell your New Year's fortune with Bleegieschen, a lead-pouring tradition. I will heat a small piece of lead in a spoon held over an open flame and then drop it into cold water. The shape it forms is meant to reveal what the next year will bring. I'm in France now. Our New Year's Eves are always filled with love when couples like us kiss under mistletoe when the clock strikes midnight. I'm in Greece now. On the last day of the year, my owner will hang some onions on the house's front door to encourage a year of growth. The only thing I don't like is that on New Year's Day, my owners wake me and their children up by tapping those onions on our heads. I just want to sleep. I'm in Denmark now. During all the old year, I was never punished when I broke some plates or glasses. My owner will keep them and throw them against the doors of families and friends' houses on New Year's Eve to greet the new year. We believe it will banish bad spirits. I'm in Italy now. My brave owner always likes jumping off the Makawao Bridge into Rome's Tiber River on the first day to celebrate the new year. Hope that he will not forget to take me up to the riverbank when he finishes. I'm in China now. While the children are excited with bread packages and lion dances, I am so curious with this Chinese lucky cat. Do you think we're alike? So, tell me how you celebrate the new year. The end. And that was the story, We All Celebrate the New Year, written by Hannah Swift and illustrated by Min Yuan.
Hey Sensei, didn't they teach you in school that you're supposed to watch your sleeves when you're going up the stairs?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Very good.
Yeah, wasn't that a great story? What part did you like? Really? I like that part too. I love how people in Costa Rica grab a suitcase and run around the block at midnight. Hoo-wee, that sure sounds like fun, you know what I mean? Especially if you're howling at the moon at the same time. Well, how about you, Lucy, lady, love of my life? What part did y'all like? Mahalo for asking, Berkeley. I liked how people in the US and France kiss at midnight. And I never knew that mistletoe was used in France for kissing. On the New Year's Eve, I only knew about mistletoe at Christmas. You learn something new every day. Yeah, you got that right, little ladybug. Hey, look, there's some mistletoe. Oh, Bartley, always a rascal. You were pretending there was mistletoe so you could kiss me. You're so sweet. Yeah, you got that right. I just want to give y'all a smooch because it was like, I love you so much. How about you, Lindsay? Well, I loved how people in Greece hang onions by the door and then use the onions to wake up kids by tapping them on the head with the onions. I'll have to try that with our grandchildren. Hey, Melody and Cadence, better watch out. Your silly grandpa's going to wake you up with onions. Oh, Sensei, put the puppet back on your hand. Oh, Bartley, you're such a rascal. I think they'll be delighted that their silly grandpa is sharing New Year's traditions from around the world. Well, you got that right, little ladybug, love my life. Well, we better give Sensei some time for the adult Dharma talk now. Hey, Lucy, what do you say we mosey on over to the social hall and check out the ozoni soup and mochi? Oh, Barkley, you had me at mochi. We go. Fade to book.
And this is where Mimi says, hey, Sensei, you forgot something.
Remember, kids, be good, but not too much. Bye. See y'all. Have a great New Year.
Okay. Let's see. We need to change the slide. Whoa.
That's a very dramatic slide transition.
Okay, that one. Go to the next one.
Okay.
So I'd like to begin with the words of Reverend Dr. Taitetsu Uno, who lived from 1929 to 2014. For a Buddhist, every year is a new year, every day a new day, every moment a new moment. The significance of life is to be discovered in the here and now, not in some remote past, nor in some unknown future. But this realization does not come easily, for we live in a linguistically constructed world where clock time, calendar time, and abstract time are easily mistaken for time itself. The wisdom of the Reverend Dr. Taitetsu Buddha. Namo Amitabutsu. 明けましておめでとうございます。本年もよろしくお願いいたします。Felicitations on the opening of the new year, and may we continue to receive your kind consideration during the new year. So in Japan, New Year's Day is the most significant holiday because it signifies the first of everything, the first of everything. In Japanese, you say hatsu. So for example, the first visit of the new year to a Shinto shrine is called Hatsu Mode, so the first visit. And then the first visit to a temple, like this morning, is called Hatsu Mairi, so the first visit to the temple. And millions, literally millions and millions of Japanese people will be at a shrine or a temple exactly at midnight. Exactly at midnight. So they can make offering to the gods at the Shinto shrine, and they can pray for good fortune, or they can express gratitude for the Buddha Dharma at the temple. So the Japanese take the beginning of the new year very, very seriously. Indeed, they note the first of everything, the first everything of the new year. So for example, the first sunrise that you see is called Hatsu Hinode. The first dream in the new year is called Hatsu Yume, so first dream. And tradition says the dream will come true. So if you had a dream this morning, last night, that dream will come true. Or the next time you see a dream this year, that dream will come true. That's what the tradition says. As far as I know, though, there is no Hatsu beer, so there's no celebration of the first beer of the new year. Although I think you could probably do that. That's okay. So in Japan, I was very surprised to discover the first 3 days of the year are national holiday. I mean, January 1, 2, and 3, it's New Year's holiday. Everything is closed. Particularly 40 years ago, when I first went to Japan as a student, literally everything would close for the full 3 days. The fish store, the fish guy, the vegetable seller, the butcher shop, the bakery, the liquor store, banks. 40 years ago, people only used cash. So you better go to the bank before New Year's to make sure you have cash on hand for whatever comes up. The bakery will close, the liquor store will be closed for 3 days. So you better get your beer and sake and stuff before that. Your company will shut down for 3 days. And then everything closes. But it's changed in modern times. If you went to Japan today, on New Year's Day, I'm pretty sure that the local kombini, the convenience store, the 7-Eleven or Family Mart would be open. I was very surprised to discover that. And this is one of the reasons that traditionally, osechi ryori, the traditional Japanese New Year food, is prepared in advance and is designed to last for 3 days. Back in the day, right, no refrigeration, so a lot of vinegared stuff, all of these things are prepared so that you can have fun for 3 days. So January 1st, after you visit the shrine or the temple, you spend that with immediate family and relatives. So eating and drinking, talking story, watching the New Year's special TV programs. Then the second day, January 2nd, is spent visiting people to whom you're indebted. So for example, you might go visit your boss, your teachers, business partners, people who have been true friends to you, etc. And then the third day is spent with friends and personal acquaintances. Each day is filled with eating and drinking and talking story. And then it's back to work for 6 months straight until Obon season comes around. So obviously there's a lot of drinking sake and beer during these days, or whiskey or whatever people like, because it's one of the few times during the year it's perfectly okay to be drinking from the morning. First thing in the morning. Like you would traditionally have otoso, which is kind of a spiced sake. And you would pour it into little special cups, and so each person would take a sip to start the new year. In Japan, particularly, sake is of very much significance. But I just found it's like, 9 o'clock in the morning, it's, akemashite omedetou gozaimasu.
oh, have a beer. Really? It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, okay. And then you're supposed to pour for the other person, and you can imagine it gets pretty crazy by 9:15 or so. Now, in America, right, to compare, New Year's Day is often spent nursing a hangover, like, I had way too much tequila last night, and then watching football on TV. By the way, I was very surprised to discover USC, my alma mater, is playing in the Cotton Bowl. How did that happen? But anyway, USC is playing today. Go Trojans. I'm not a big sports fan. The Western tradition is also interesting. We make New Year's resolutions, right? I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to exercise more. I'm going to stop drinking alcohol. I'm going to be a better me. I'm going to become a better me during this year. But all too often we fail to achieve our resolutions, and over time we stop making resolutions. And then at the end of January, as in this year, or beginning of February, the Lunar New Year is observed in China and other countries that follow the lunar calendar, particularly in Asia. In China, the New Year is celebrated with massive amounts of fireworks. Just like in Hawaii. Oh, Makawao was crazy last night. It was like boom, 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 boom from about 10 o'clock in the evening all the way through midnight. So here's a video of Mimi and I, our first Chinese Lunar New Year in Beijing. Let's go full screen. On my slide, there you go. It should set the video. Tap it over here. Our apartment was on the 22nd floor. So this is 22 floors up. And these things are bursting right outside our window. A couple of them, you can hear things hitting the window. The next morning, we saw little black spots on the window. And the black spots were there until the window cleaner guys came. So obviously the Chinese take it very, very seriously. Now in Chinese tradition, the fireworks are intended to scare away bad fortune. So if bad fortune's coming, but the explosions, it scares them away. So it's really wonderful to learn how different people in different places mark the new year. And all of these traditions, they reflect the unique culture and history of the people who observe them. And they're designed to remind us of time. So you remember the opening quotation, whether it's time that has passed, so the past, or time that is still to come, the future. The fact that there's two New Years, right, reflects the reality that there's at least two ways to measure time, right, the solar calendar and the lunar calendar. Western tradition, Gregorian calendar is based on the sun. But other countries, other cultures, it's based on the moon. So, for example, Chinese culture. So that should give us some idea that this thing we call time is actually an artificial construct that we created. So returning to the wisdom of Reverend Munno, for a Buddhist, every year is a new year, every day a new day, and every moment a new moment. The significance of life is to be discovered in the here and now, not in some remote past or some unknown future. But this realization does not come easily, for we live in a linguistically constructed world
where clock time, calendar time, and abstract time are easily mistaken for time itself. The words of the Reverend Dr. Taitetsu. So from a Buddhist perspective, we become aware that we're living in the truth of impermanence, the absolute truth that everything, including ourselves, is constantly changing. Every year is a new year, every day a new day, and every moment a new moment. So if you live the truth of impermanence, you realize that the significance of life is to be discovered in the here and now, not in some remote past or some unknown future. So everything you need to know about the significance of life is right here, right now. Don't think about it in the past, don't worry about the future. And so the American approach to New Year's Eve, out with the old and in with the new, ignores the reality of the truth of impermanence. So drinking to forget the year, in Japan you have a Bonenkai, which is literally written, forget year party. So usually your work group, you get together and there's a lot of excessive drinking involved in forgetting all the bad stuff of the past year. This action too ignores or tries to cover over the truth of impermanence. So what? As Reverend Dr. Uno points out, this realization does not come easily, for we live in a linguistically constructed world where clock time, calendar time, and abstract time are easily mistaken for time itself. But who defines clock time? Is it still daylight savings on the mainland? Because we don't have daylight savings in Hawaii. Who determines calendar time? Who decides whether it's the solar calendar, the lunar calendar, or the atomic clock? Abstract time is just that, abstract. It's a conceptual framework. So in other words, time is an illusion created by man, by human beings. It's very convenient, obviously. Having time, measuring time is very convenient. But it is an artificial construct. So born human, we can only see time, quote unquote time, from the perspective of my ego, the perspective of me, from ourselves. So time begins when I am born. And before that, that's whatever. Time begins when I'm born. And time will end when I pass from this world and go forth to birth into pure life. So time, what is time? Time is this unrepeatable life. Time is this moment of this day of an unrepeatable life. So time itself is just this series of unrepeatable moments. Each moment is unique. So today, January 1st, 2023, New Year's Day is just a moment in time. And yet, New Year's Day is a new beginning, a new moment of a new day, of a new year, of an unrepeatable life. Buddhism is simply trying to remind us that this moment, this day, this year, it's all unrepeatable. So Buddhism is teaching us that what we think and say and do in this moment is karma. We are creating karma. It's action with consequences that will ripple far into the future. So today, when you're enjoying eating and drinking, being with family and friends, watching the bowl games or walking on the beach, do it with all your heart, knowing that this moment of this day will not come back. And if you're not able to live up to your New Year's resolutions, mine is to lose 15 pounds, so we'll see how that goes. Don't worry, Amida's got your back. The Nembutsu mindfulness of Amida is for ordinary, average, all too human beings like us, people who can't keep their New Year's resolutions. In conclusion, let's reflect. I didn't put the slide. Sorry, there's no slide for that one. Let's reflect upon the words of Haru Matsuda, an Issei pioneer on the Big Island, a person of rare and wondrous faith of Shinjin in the Jodo Shinsho Mokanji tradition. Embraced by Namu Amida Butsu, I vowed not to complain. Thinking thusly, again I complained. The wisdom of Haru Matsuda. Namu Amida Butsu. Perfect timing. Okay.
Please rise if you're able to, and let us sing Ontokutsang, the hymn of gratitude written by Shinran Shonin, which will be found on the screen, or on a handout, or on page 134 in your red service book. remain standing for the singing of the Nembutsu. Please be seated. We'll have meditation reflection.
So once again, let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and get comfortable. If you're able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight and align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Now close your eyes halfway so that you're looking both outwardly and inwardly. And just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. In and out. As you breathe in, think of something for which you are grateful. And as you breathe out, just say mahalo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation. No.
Okay, we have some announcements. Are you going to begin?
So next Sunday is going to be the first Sunday, Dharma Family Service. So we'll be having the monthly memorials. We'll be having
birthdays, so that your birthday, please come. I think we're having birthday brownies. Also, Sierra Kosaka will be our MC, so please come and see her. I'm not going to be here next Sunday. I will be officiating the services at Kahalui Honganji. The following Sunday, January 22, is a major service in the Honganji tradition. It is the memorial service for Shinran Shonin, known in Japanese as Ho Onho. And don't miss January 29. So if you're a sustaining member of the Makawao Honganji mission, we're having our annual general membership meeting and the installation of officers. Are there any other announcements?
Maybe for the Sakai family for bringing Florence here.
Ah, yes, we should acknowledge the Sakai family for bringing Florence. Florence, always good to see you. And okay, I guess that's it. So, if there's no other announcements, everyone's welcome to enjoy refreshments and talk story in the social hall. And thanks to Mimi and Jean and Diane and a cast of thousands, we will be enjoying the traditional ozoni, the honorific mixed boil soup, so Japanese soup. Oh yes, yes. And Floyd saved the day by harvesting his mizuna because there's no mizuna available in the stores on Maui. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, if you need mizuna, see Floyd because he's like Mr. Mizuna. And just the final one, just to note, yeah, columbarium is open as normal. So thank you very much, and see you in social hall.